Hey folks, welcome back to Let's Play Final Fantasy IX on the Mysterious JG. Last time, we had this kind of perfect setup where we ran into a but thou must, like a decision point where the dialogue was going to change and nothing else would. And I was trying to end the video anyway because I got sucked into more story than I expected. And we just reached this perfect moment where I realized, hey, if I quit out and continue, we go straight to, even though it was in the middle of a bunch of plot scenes, we jump right into the beginning of a plot scene, and I could hear both versions of the dialogue. It was perfect, and there was really only one thing that could ruin it, and that would be if went over a week without playing the game, so that the next time I came to record, I forgot that I had to continue, and I manually loaded the most recent save, and ended up with a save before the antlion boss fight, before Kina, like in the whole bit where we had to fall back into the dungeon and grab some treasure we couldn't get before all of that. That was the only thing that could have ruined it. And guess what happened? Yeah, like I remembered, like right after I loaded it manually and it came up in the middle of Clara Village, I was like, wait a second. I had this weird notion I wasn't expecting to pick up the game again and be at Clara Village, and I was like, oh. So yes, I had to off screen. I had to go through, and Antlion was a real bitch off screen. Like I kept killing Kina because I couldn't attack it until I'd stolen everything, and it took a bunch of tries. Like I was on fast forward, which means the battle goes even more terribly because, like, you're not fighting efficiently when you're fast forwarding and not putting in commands. But we're here. So you know, let's jump back into this game. Not exactly where we're supposed to be, a little further back even, but like at this point, I almost just decided, like when I realized I'd fucked that up, I was almost like, fuck it, and like, I almost shut the console down, and I would just come back and try again later. But I need to get at least one video of this recorded, one or two, because I kind of fucked up. I need to get this in the can, or I'm gonna fall behind. So let me grab. Like I was looking forward to playing this game all day, and then I kept finding other things I needed to do, and now it's like, let me do a fucking video. Do at least make that time I spent off screen getting positioned for a video. I need to get at least one video. So let's jump back into this. I wonder if Mother will even listen to me. I wonder if Mother will even listen to me. I forgot I'm a ballet girl now. Why did she attack Burmacia? And why did she arrest us like this? I must be sincere with her, so I guess I'd better switch back to my normal voice. That's supposed to be like... She's wearing some kind of like orange... She's got like a white, presumably silk, long sleeve blouse. I'm not sure what the orange thing is that she's wearing. It looks like it's a body stocking, but she's got like... I don't know. But what I was wondering is, are there little patches or pockets on the front of her thighs? She hasn't been herself lately. Actually, she's been acting rather strange since my birthday last year. Well, they're not just pockets. There seems to be some kind of thing wrapped around the thighs of this outfit. The same day that tall man visited us. Maybe he had something to do with it. I think I joked last time that the tall man was Manupal. Come to think of it, that was when things began to change. Dr. Tot left Alexandria shortly afterwards, too. What happened that day? I guess they could be French, because they're like face-painted clowns. Which I think of as being like a French Harlequin kind of thing. I am Harlequin. I am your worst nightmare. More Mystery Science Theater references. I swear, we used to watch the local, I don't think it exists anymore. Penn TV was like the local independent station in like, Hampton Roads when I lived down there. We would get it from Williamsburg, where I lived many years ago. And, they would show Mystery Science Theater on like Sunday afternoons. I fucking loved it. But I swear, somehow it felt like I saw the... Whatever episode has the sketch where the Mads invention is punching bags of... it's like those punching dummy punch... Not the, like, suspended punching bags for, like, boxing training, but the standing punching bags for, you know, kids. And it was... they were punching bags of Renaissance Festival characters. So that's an convention exchange from like a season 3 or 4 Mystery Science Theater. And I still affectionately, those are my favorite seasons because that was what I was first exposed to on the local independent station. But I swear, like, I saw it enough that I feel like somehow this doesn't make any sense, but I was convinced for a while they must have edited that invention exchange into other episodes than the one where it actually appears. Like, maybe there was some cable distributor didn't like other invention, like, this invention exchange is offensive and we're upset by it. Let's edit in the Harlequin punching bag. It doesn't make any sense now, but for a while I was pretty sure that was happening. But anyway, I'll give them generic language. Queen Braun summons you. Come with us. What? How dare you speak to me like that? I guess it was. I guess they were supposed to be being rude there. Or they just kind of generically. I guess they used a command form. Didn't say please. Quiet. With us you are coming, and that is that. What was that phrase? Oh yeah. Get off me, you scumbag! What was that? I do not understand. Maybe one of them could be French. Understand what she said, I do not either. No, I can't make them French like Harlequins because the Bermusians and Clarins are French. Enough, come with us. Enough, now come with us. Yeah. So this is where we should have joined, and I shouldn't have had to fight Antlion off screen again, but I'm an idiot. Also, we've used up like a quarter of this video on this now. For so long, the queen has waited. Are they going to hang out down here while she gets a heart-to-heart with her daughter? Mother. Darling, there you are. Wait, how did she talk? Did I give her the... God damn it, JG. Pull your shit together. I can't remember if I gave her the voice I'd normally give a queen. Like, I was joking at one point about I could give her the RZA voice that I was going to steal and credit to Lethal. Except that the whole point of that voice is that it sounds like it's some big, goofy, weird person, and it actually belongs to, like the sexy girl of the game will have this goofy voice. I guess because I can't remember, I'll do it for this scene.
Where were you? I've been word sick. Here, come closer.
But I think I might have just making her have the Lulu voice. Mother, there is something I need to ask you.
What is it, darling? I'll tell you anything you wish to know.
Is it true that you are responsible for the destruction of Bermusia?
Oh, well, no wonder you look so concerned. That is far from the truth, Garnet. You see, those Bermusian rats have been plotting to destroy Alexandria for some time.
I think you're confessing that you are responsible, but that you have reasons.
I couldn't just wait for them to attack and destroy our precious kingdom. So I had no choice but to take initiative.
Okay, so you're basically admitting it. Mother, is that really the truth?
Of course.
So this time, all this was about saying, don't believe her. I don't believe you.
Oh, darling, what's wrong? Why would you believe your mother? Now I sound like Mother Brain from Captain and the Game Master.
Goddamn, all that was for this. May I also play a part in this? Sorry. Yeah, there was like one line changes. I feel like an idiot. Oh, well. His line here makes more sense when she believes the queen's lies. But the queen shortly will call Dagger a brat, which will make more sense in this version of things when Dagger was being mean to her. May I also play a part in this act? At least I get to do the Liquid Snake's voice some more. Act? Act of the Apostles, Book 1? Yes. An act from a beautiful play. There is a knight on a white horse and a beautiful princess. It is a tale of tragic love. Overcome by grief, the princess must sleep for 100 years. I've seen you before. It appears we were destined to meet again. And he's doing the, like, arch my back. It's usually female villains or the femi-male villains. I guess any villain can do it, but it's always villains who do the laugh where you place your palm on your forehead, but not just that and laugh, or like pitch forward and do that and like shake your head, like, you know, face palm. This is the one where you arch your back backwards and laugh, shaking your shoulders. Oh, my sweet angel, come to me. I will take you to a world of dreams. She doesn't really say anything in protest, but she is beautiful, even in sleep. I'm going to creep on your daughter in front of you.
If it little girl. Zord! Thor!
We're right here. You don't have to yell.
Prepare to extract the Eidolons from Garnet.
Well, yeah, so I'm really glad I set myself up to replay a bunch of shit for that. A belated happy birthday, princess. 16 years old the princess has become. Draw the Eidolons from her. Finally we can. Eidolons have eternal life. Eidolons of infinite power. Arise from the 16-year-old sleep. Depart after the 16-year wait. Let there be light. Let there be life. Well, we did see some spells that she seemed to have. The time has come. The time is now. Odin, warrior of the dark, come forth. Yeah, there were weird spells that she seemed to have access to, but not enough maximum MP to use. Was one of those Odin? I don't really remember. Eidolons, of course, one of those recurring Final Fantasy things where there's a different lore reason for them every time. Except that some games just don't have any lore reason for it at all. It's just like, oh yeah, some people can summon spirits. Other games like Final Fantasy 3, which we're supposed to call 6 now, and this game, the Eidolons are the plot. Other games, it's just like, oh yeah, some people get to summon Eidolons. Other people are knights. It's a fairly big part of the plot of Final Fantasy X, of course. They're not called Eidolons, they're called Faith. But yeah, summoning, not just a class that anyone can be in that game. There's a little bit more lore going on. What are you doing here? Tell me, why do you think the sandstorm had disappeared? I don't know. I was surprised that there even was a sandstorm. Did you know the sandstorm was here for 1,000 years? And in all that time, it never disappeared, not even once. Well, there was that one time, but it was brief. Perhaps Braun is behind all this. Braun Strowman? I don't know. Oh, god damn it. No doubt Braun is behind this. What about that guy who was with Braun? Right now my mind's only on Dagger. We've had bad luck with me remembering the correct way to continue, but this should work. I know this is stupid, but we've kind of thrown away an entire video with me fucking this up. We might as well continue down this path. I think right now my mind's only on Dagger is what he would really say. So let's start with no doubt Braun is behind this. It's gotta be Braun. I thought you'd feel the same way. Dots. So then I'm going to head down to find out why the sandstorm had disappeared. Alright. Doesn't really seem like it's worth the effort we're putting into it, but honestly, if there was one answer, like if I was only going to try 2 answers, like if that's the one I was the least interested in. I'm kind of, because it seems like there's 2 answers to me that make sense. One of them is, Oh god, I was slamming. I'm glad continue is at the top because I was just slamming buttons there. I almost did fuck that up again. What are you doing here? Blah blah blah. I don't know. Blah blah. But yeah, like this one makes some sense because it's like, yeah, that's what I'd be thinking. There's this weird, mysterious dude. Who is he? And the third one is kind of what Zidane would probably be saying because he's got the hots for Dagger pretty bad. Actually, I'm more concerned about who that guy with Braun and Bermucia was. That man, I wonder who he was. I'm going to head down. So this is not even remotely worth the time. But, I don't know. It's a hobby. Guys, I'm not getting paid for quality content. I can just do silly stuff like this. It's okay. Let's see what happens if we, let's see what massive dialogue change occurs. I didn't even bother to show off all the different versions of the Grand Hunt. Although that would actually involve a lot more work. Right now, my mind's only on Dagger. Who cares? Dagger's the only thing on my mind right now. So this is it's kind of a proto-Mass Effect. Like, you would be given a dialogue choice, and then your character says something, which more often than not, has something to do with the dialogue you thought you chose, but not always. That girl. She's Braun's daughter. Yeah, so what? Dots. So, again, nothing. Like, this was not even remotely worth our time. Zidane, I'm going to head down to find out why the sandstorm disappeared. By the way, I would like to thank you for playing so well for our French national team, Zinedine Zidane. Hey, I was thinking the same thing. I was thinking about how well I played. What I remember about Zinedine Zidane, if that's even a real French soccer player, I think it is. But I remember him, like, fucking headbutting somebody right in the goddamn nose during a World Cup game and being like, holy shit, like, how is he not ejected from, like, the fucking sport? That's what I thought I remembered seeing. Let's go together. I'm gonna go find Vivi and Kina. I'll meet you at the town town entrance. Okay, now we play as her. Luckily, she's got full HP and MP, because I didn't come out of the fight against Antlion in particularly good shape. Okay. All right. I'm a little confused about where this FAC thinks we are, because things got confused. I think we want to go to the inn and save. Because we didn't get a chance. There's something weird going on, because the FAC keeps telling me that I can go shop at Bermucian Soldier Dan's weapon shop, and I have not seen that that's a thing. Oh, okay, here's where that comes in, probably. Speak up if you need anything from me. I'm gonna buy multiples of everything for crafting reasons. But here we go. Alright, now I know where we're supposed to be in the FAQ. There's nothing to do about watch. Okay, there's a tiny little sentence that says after the battle, there's nothing to do but watch the scenes. And because I made the scenes even longer than they should have been, I kind of lost it. But now we're saying, okay, equip her with any new items you found, brought to go to Cathedral. Alright, so it looks like we've got a bit of an opening to do stuff. Mithril helm, mithril armors, mithril armlets. God, we've got so much money. Like, I might as well just buy whatever I think I could possibly end up needing. Like another thunder glove. That way Steiner could have one too. I think we're getting another one from a treasure chest later. I kind of almost accidentally read that. An additional mithril helm and mithril armor for Steiner. Oh, mithril armor we don't. I think I may have overbought, but I want to make sure I've got everything that we can get here. Because I think there's stuff we picked up from treasure chests that I never equipped. Like, probably she already has mithril, Oh, okay, so she can learn that. That's good. Mental Break is a Steiner ability. I think she might have Bar Butt equipped because it actually gives her level up bonuses and she had nothing left to learn. I'm beginning to suspect that. Well, let's go save for safety. In case I accidentally trigger the next thing. There's a letter from Monev. Kupo, let's read it together. Honor to Mopley. People are climbing up Clara since the sandstorm disappeared. Kupo, I have a bad feeling about this. What's going to happen? Will Clara end up like Vermesia? Isn't there anyone who can help us? Kupo. That sounds awful, Kupo. I'm going to pack up and leave with Stiltskin. Oh, Stiltskin is behind. I was like, where the hell is Stiltskin? Oh, he's right there. Behind. Okay. One of the reasons I got confused is that when collecting just items around the town, for some reason, this guide tells you to do that. I want to sell you 3-piece combo. High Potion, Ether, and Phoenix Pinion, but looks like you already have them. High Potion, Ether, and Phoenix Pinion. Alright, let's get rid of... Let's make sure we have room to buy one of each of them. At least it's a lot quieter. No matter what happens, I must protect my children. I'm worried, I'm so worried. Ether, we need to sell one. And Phoenix Pinion. And High Potion I am already short of. So it's fine. Thanks to you, kid, I can continue my journey. This place is so dusty, you know, I can't stand it. Let's save again, just in case I forget to buy that shit from Stiltskin and something happens. But yeah, the paragraph that I went to in the guide to find shit, like, hidden in... I think they're mostly supposed to be in treasure chests that are obscured from view, but sometimes, I swear, you're just walking up to, like, a random bit of scenery, and it's like, hey, you found, chainmail armor in this bush, or whatever. But the actual explanation of how to do that was, Oh, never mind. No, I'm totally turned around. Forget it. I was about to tell you a fib. I was gonna say that you're supposed to do that after killing Antlion, but that is a fib. I just got turned around here. Okay. So now that we've got like, this is the only point I can think of in the game where we're controlling her, but it's not like you never really get a good look at what her face is supposed to look like. The game wants us to return to the cathedral. Because I guess we've never had control of our character while in the back room of the cathedral, so there's lootable items there. This is an act of someone with unspeakable powers. Could a magical force powerful enough to break the harp strings be aimed at us? I knew that would come. I am Gary. I wonder why they can't just restart the sandstorm. Is that like a thing you think you know how to do, lady? Because I'm sure if you're willing to help, they'd love that. There's just an ether near a pillar left of the entrance and or the altar. Like, I think... I don't think I can collect any of these anyway. Phoenix Pinion behind the harp. Yeah, I can't collect any of these anyway. But I do believe we had to come here to continue the story. The string's breaking? How foreboding. Have you seen Puck? That dirty little you-know-what that rhymes with Puck. This stone has protected Clara since the days of old. I hereby bestowed upon you, hopes you may learn to use it. We received Emerald. Well, that's nice. That is one of the many Pokemon games I've never played. I guess it makes sense that it would be an ability of Freya's that would come from the treasure of these people. Restore MP of all party members. Oh, that's really nice. I don't know how much it restores, but as an older gamer and a Let's Player, I've gradually, despite Bobo and yelling about him and Bean and telling me to take Metagels and Mass Effect 2, I generally am more willing than I was as a kid, willing to use resources in-game. I would always like try to use regular attacks because they're infinite and spare magic for boss battles and stuff, but anything that gave you access to magic point replenishment, I just loved in RPGs. Because, like, I was so reticent to use any powers that took MP unless I had a way to get MP back other than staying at the end. And I blame it all on the fact that my first RPG was Final Fantasy I, which had the worst magic system. I mean, yeah, obviously it was a seminal game as far as console RPGs, but that was a terrible magic system as far as like you actually being willing to use magic. All right. So it's kind of a joke how little we got done in this video, but I blame myself, as you should too. Municipal item alert number 11. Be sure to speak to the high priest to obtain the emeralds. Your only opportunity to do so. Once your party has progressed far enough down the trunk, it's lost forever. Emeralds are only available in very limited quantities. Sis can hear, but only briefly. Be sure to grab this blah blah. There's a letter from Monev. Save your game. I forget what's happening during your stay in Clara. I still have some merchandise. Hands off the merchandise. I feel like I should be selling some of the stuff that we can get replacements for, but it's fine. I also feel like we should be talking to some of the people in town. The dialogue is going to be different, not because we're playing as one of their own kind, but just because of the events. He was completely changed. A view devoid of sand. This troubles me. I'm the anti-Anakin Skywalker. It seems to me like this would be a much more pleasant view than it was, but... You know, I noticed something while trying to figure out why... Couldn't get Burmese and Dan's weapon shop to work for some reason. But like when I found it, it was kind of weird. They were really... There's a page that this has for shops, and sometimes it gives you more information than like the walkthrough itself gives you. Like Summit Station Shop. The stop will only be available your first time here. You'll never be able to return. Buy anything you don't already have. Yeah, like I should have bought more silver gloves. I don't know how useful they are for oh, never mind. Maybe we will get a warning. There's something called Dragoo's Weapon Shop Disc 2. It says, this is your last shot at obtaining chainmail, so be sure to buy some. You'll need them for synthesizing, so getting 15, yes, 15 is recommended. They're not talking about Dan's shop. It says, how I got this great stuff up the trunk, we'll never know. But then items marked in red and orange are ones that we can't buy again. Miscible item wares will be listed in red. Limited quantities, non-miscible, but only obtainable in limited amounts. Endgame will be in orange. What am I even thinking? I'm just trying to figure out if I need to buy more of anything. And I guess the answer is some things are needed for synthesis, but I don't really have a clear idea what. But at a minimum, I can make sure I buy like a spare, I think I was way overthinking this. Bandanas are listed as an item that we're not going to be able to find in the future. Like I mentioned later on, chainmail armor is also... That's chain plate. Here's chainmail. So they recommend having 15 chainmails. Let's get even more, just be crazy. Chain plate and mithril vest. Mithril vest. Let's get a bunch of these. Just again, in case we need them for synthesis. We've got stupid money because of the money-making trick and also Chocobo Hot and Cold. So having all this extra inventory lying around isn't hurting anything, and I'm just worried about later on, like having a synthesis recipe that we can't do because we didn't have extras of something. All right, I'm way overthinking this. This is we've got like nothing done in this video, except for some dialogue. Let's save, and when we come back next time, the next video is going to be better than this one was, folks. I can practically guarantee it. At least I know something a little bit more exciting should happen than us buying additional bandanas. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you next time.